And welcome everyone to the CTV Street Stocks Series All Pro Sim Racing League here at Five Flags. I got a special guest with me tonight in the booth. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, yeah, thanks, Adam. I'm Jesse. Good to be here. Just kind of filling in for the secondary position of this race. So yeah, it's good to be here, Adam, and thanks again for having me.
You ready for some short track racing, man? Five Flags, 125 laps. You ready for it?
Yeah, it should be a pretty good race. Yeah, I'm pretty new to watching this whole league thing, so it should be pretty interesting to see how things turn out, especially with the new build. See how the tires fare here. Hearing a couple of the drivers talking earlier, it sounds like tire wear wasn't too big of an issue. So I guess we'll see as the race wears on.
This is short track at its best. This is a long, not really a long race, but can be a long race depending on what happens to cautions. We'll go ahead and get our race picks here in a minute. Let's take a real fast look at the weather. Looks like the weather's going to be 78 degrees with partly cloudy skies, and like I said, we are at Five Flags Speedway. Sorry, excuse me. A track length of 0.485 miles long. And have you ever been to Five Flags?
Personally, no, I haven't. I know it's very similar to the name of the track now escapes me. But
it reminds me of South Boston.
That's
there
the one
go.
I'm talking about. But yeah, and as far as similarities go, it should be pretty good racing, pretty clean. From what I've heard from a couple drivers, this league's been pretty clean so far this season. So I guess we'll see how the race turns out.
One thing that I'm looking at right now, we're down to 2 races left. This is week number 10 of 11. We got tonight is at Five Flags, next week at Richmond. There's a chance that we could wind up crowning a champion here tonight, depending on what Garrett Conrath can do. Is win 5 wins. However, excuse me, the 07 of Trevor Patelli is not here tonight, so this is definitely a good chance. I'm not going to say it's a certain thing because nothing's certain in racing. We don't know what's going to happen here at the starts and stuff, but there's a good chance that Conrath could wind up walking out of here as a champion tonight, and that would be huge for him. The only person that I see that maybe has a chance was Jesse Williams, but at 73 points back, that's probably a bit of a stretch with 2 races left. So, and plus they do allow 1 drop race. So let's go ahead and get our picks in. Let's get 2 picks in tonight. One we'll pick the pole, and then we'll pick who you think is going to win the race.
Again, me being new, I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark here. I'm gonna say Jesse Williams will get the pole tonight. Just going off a first name basis here. But just looking over things, I really think Garrett's gonna take it home tonight. He's just looking over stats here. It looks like he's been pretty. Yeah, and he's been pretty strong all season. So yeah, I'm gonna pick him to take the win tonight.
People hate when I pick them. I always seem to jinx them, so I'm gonna try to pick somebody that I haven't picked before. So I'm gonna take the pole. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Mullins, and for the win, I'm gonna take Jeffrey Belt for the win in the O2 car. You can see your practice results right now up on the screen, and we will go through this. Preston Boras is 11th. Chuck Chamberlain is 12th. Joey Lamb is 13th. That's another person to watch out for. Jeff Rogers 14th. Danny Lawson 15th. And there's the rest of your top 20. And here's a look at some more. It looks like we got 29 drivers, I believe. Actually, 30 drivers making a start here tonight. So, good field here tonight. There should be getting ready to advance. We'll listen in on some of the meetings, see what we can hear.
Barber.
Okay, so they're still going over some of the roll call. They do this before every race. One cool thing about Five Flags, I've only raced here once, I believe. And I got to update my page real fast before we get started, so bear with me. But one thing interesting about this place is the lack of lights when you race here at nighttime. There is not many. And I don't know if that's going to affect any drivers whatsoever. Have you ever experienced any problems with the lighting racing here at night? Has that ever gotten on your nerves in any way because you can't see really great. Do you think that could become an issue as the race goes on?
Well, absolutely. I think without any practice, the lighting really affects how you run your line,
Right.
especially with hitting your marks into the corners. Um, can definitely play a factor on that. As to,
And I'm guessing avoiding wrecks at the same time could be a big thing.
oh yeah, absolutely.
So, like I said, we got 125 laps on here tonight, and I'm looking at some of the stats. Garrett Conrath, we talked about him a minute ago. 5 wins, 7 top 5s, and 8 top 10s. 3 poles out of 9 starts. This right here is going to be his 10th start tonight, so we'll see if he can maybe grab another pole, or Scott Formosa. He may wind up grabbing a pole. He has 2 on the season so far. So there's a chance that he could get up there and take the pole as well. And I think my paints have updated, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like a lot of strong drivers in this league competition. So I think the competition is going to be pretty good. I'm kind of excited to see what goes on here. It's been a while since I've seen or raced in a street stock race, so
right.
I'm actually pretty excited.
All right, so they're going to get qualifying going on now. This is closed qualifying, so I'll pop up the results page so we can.
All right, man.
And I got to cut that spotter off because I'll have my spotter talking during this race, and that wouldn't be a good thing. So bear with me again. All right, so let's see here, results. All right, so we'll have the results up for qualifying that will pop up once they start qualifying and get all their laps in and stuff like that. We'll see. There's a newcomer qualified really, or was running good in practice. That's Ashton Crowder. A lot of people might remember him back from the Center Force Racing or CFR Championship and some other leagues. He used to broadcast with us, but he could have a good run here tonight in that number 27 car. But he is new, and that's one thing he's got to take into mind. You can't be too aggressive with 125 laps on this track, especially. You got to kind of, work your way through it and see what happens. But if anybody's interested in joining this league, check out allprosimracing.com. And you can see all about it. They got a bunch of series they run. They got this, actually, this coming week, I believe, the Winchester 300 comes up. That's only 2 certain drivers. I think you can pay to get into it, but I could be wrong about that. But you want to talk about some cool trophies. When you win that, you win, I don't know how much money you win. Plus, you win a pretty cool trophy, I believe. They also run the Truck Series, the Late Model Series, and a Cup Series besides this. This right here, this CTV Street Stocks Series was voted on, and most of the drivers voted on to run this, run Street Stocks for this season for the Thursday Night League. So right now, Conrad jumped up to the lead and has the pole right now. Ashton Crowder second, Zach Collier third, Preston Borres is fourth, and Chuck Chambly is fifth. And for people wondering, Chuck Chambly is who you want to get in contact with about joining, or go to their website. You can find everything about it there. And there's also a cool thing on YouTube. That's where we're broadcasting at. Most of these drivers, I know, let me think, at least 5 have onboard cameras tonight that they're running in their own broadcast. So that's pretty cool. You can kind of pop them up at the same time and see, everything. I mean, we will go on board, of course, but it's pretty cool to see the onboard of them actually driving, plus their facial reactions if they had the face cam or feet cam or whatever, to see how they run this place. So it's definitely going to be fun to watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And just looking over some of the qualifying times here, we got some pretty fast laps coming in. 18.5s, 18.6. It's going to be a pretty close race, I think.
Yeah, that's really close. Them top 3 right now, or top 4 really. Really close within each other. I mean, Chuck Chambly right now a 10th off of where he wants to be, I'm sure. But there's definitely some good drivers up there. This is going to be an interesting race, man. Garrett Conrad starting on a pole, that's going to be tough for anybody. Like you picked him to win. 5 wins already on the season. And looking for his 4th pole. If he happens, and it looks like he may get to pole, but if he does get to pole here tonight, it's going to be tough to take that away from him. Zach Collier just jumped. No, he didn't. I lied. Louis Robinette back in 9th. Joey Lamb is in 10th. Let me look and see where they are. Zach Collier, who is 3rd right now, he actually had lost his championship a couple weeks back. He got involved in a late wreck, but he has 4 top 5s and 5 top 10s. No wins whatsoever on the season. He has had a chance at a win. the race with Jesse Williams, and I don't know if he's put down a lap yet. He usually starts towards the back. Jeffrey Belt jumps up and takes second. So that's interesting. Hey, your pick and my pick's 1-2 right now.
Yes, it's going to make it for a very interesting race down on the track and in the booth.
Jeffrey Belt and Garrett Conrad. That's going to be a race to watch right there. Them two will go at it pretty hard. I'm trying to see where Jeffrey is right now in the standings. I'm pretty sure he's way back, 22nd, 258 points back, but 58 points back. But he's only ran 4 races, so this is his 5th start here tonight, and he does have 1 pole, so that's interesting. And don't look like he's going to get another pole tonight, but still, I mean, 2nd place start is definitely pretty good for only your 5th race in the season. Let's see, I'm looking to see who else is on there. Preston Borres, let me see where he's at. 42nd in points. This is actually only his 3rd start, so he's actually top 5 right now. So we'll see if this will be your top 5. It looks like qualifying should be coming to an end. You can take a look at the rest of your field as the results or qualifying's coming to an end. So, first prediction, we got quite a few drivers as we're starting to take the grid now. Got quite a few drivers, and I got a question for you. You're new to the whole broadcasting thing and all that, but when do you think the first caution will happen? There's a lot of cars starting this race.
Yeah, having 30 cars on such a short track, it's definitely going to pack things up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with we're gonna see one around lap 10. I think I'm gonna give them a little bit of a break, and we'll see one around lap 10. I think.
You're gonna say lap 10. I'm gonna say lap 3.
All right, I might have a little bit more confidence in these guys, but it's all right.
I got confidence in them. I'm worried about what happens in the middle. Is what I'm worried about. I didn't get to see a lot of people practice, but I don't know for sure how the middle line is working. Did you happen to see anybody running the middle line?
I saw a couple of guys try it. Looked like middle off is a little bit loose, so I don't know. It's kind of funny.
If there's rubber that gets put down in that middle line, we should see more people run it. I would guess, right?
Yeah, I would see so, and maybe even if that lower lane starts to rubber up a little bit, it might lose a little bit of grip. We'll see people move up as well.
Okay. Oh, look, you can actually see the American flag moving a little bit now. I forgot that when you win and stuff, the flags actually move. Huh.
Yeah. I've been, just in personal opinion, I've been pretty liking the new update. The new update's been pretty cool. It's very interesting to see the track rubber in and see the changes that the drivers have to make in order to find more grip around the track. It's really interesting.
Now, I could be wrong about this, but I heard, if it's not true, just let me know. I heard the track rubber's up 3 times more faster than normal. Is that true?
Yeah, there's been a few numbers tossed around, but just from the runs that I've raced and other people have looking around the forums and stuff, it looks like around 3 times more than what it did in the past.
That's going to be a big difference in these races.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
absolutely
pretty big. All right, we're rolling. And Garrett Conrad's going to lead us to the green flag. Pace lights are on, so they'll definitely go around one more time. I think they go around twice before we take the green flag.
Yeah, it should be 2 to green.
Let's get a quick look at your grid again. You see it popping up on your screen. Garrett Conrad starting in that first row, alongside Jeffrey Belt. Ashton Crowder starting in row 2. And we'll go back to the field pretty fast here, so we can make sure we can start. Row number 5, there's Brian Peters and Louis Robinette. Making someone looks like drop to the back of the field because of connection issues. Not sure who that was. Alright, so the pace car will be getting ready to pull in. And pace car pulls in. And we are green flag here at Five Flags Speedway. And Garrett Conrad's already jumped out to a pretty solid lead, about 2 car lengths now over that second place of Jeffrey Belt. Ashton Crowder looking to the inside right now of the 02 car into turn 3. Alright, that looks like it's going to sort itself out. So we'll hop around here a little bit through the field. You see Zach Collier right there running in 5th place right now. A little bit further back, there's Joey Lamb in that 81 car, the white and pink one. You see him on your screen. So who you're mainly watching right now as the run starts really going here. What is your biggest, what are you watching?
Right now I'm just kind of focusing on mid-pack. We got a couple 2-wide racing here, so just seeing how that middle groove's going to work as the run wears on. Just kind of keep an eye out, see if we get any action in the back there.
Somebody that's falling back is a 75 of Jeffrey Faulkner in that blue and black car. He's lost quite a few spots on that high side. Looks like about 4 spots so far he's lost. Randy Roberts just passed him in that 09 car. And now the 92, once I figure out the name, I'll let you know, just made a pass by him. But finally the 75 gets down, and I was wrong about lap 3 caution. Because we are currently on lap 5 already.
Yeah, so it's pretty clean racing going on. Looks like Garrett's starting to get a little bit of pressure from that second place of Jeffrey Bell.
All right, we'll jump up and take a look here at your fight for the lead. As Garrett Conrad's getting a little bit of pressure from Jeffrey Belt and Ashton Crowder now joining in on the fun. This could be fun as the race continues off turn number 4 down into turn number 1. Do you kind of got to drive this track like you do South Boston? I know South Boston, you can actually hit the apron a little bit, but can you do that here?
Again, not really racing here, but as similar as this track is to South Boston, I would think it runs fairly similar. I'm pretty sure the banking is pretty close to the same in the corners as well. So I would assume you could, if need be, run that apron a little bit more.
Yeah, it looks really close. The South Boston, of course, there's grass here. I don't think South Boston has any grass whatsoever, but the corners look a lot like it, and the straightaways are kind of narrow as far as how wide they are. They're not really wide in the straightaways. The turns are really wide. Looks like they've got about 4 lanes wide in the turns. Jeffrey Belt still fighting on the back bumper of the number 9 car, Garrett Conrad. Cars are starting to slide a little bit as we just came to lap 10, so both of us was wrong on the cautions.
Yeah, absolutely some good racing.
Yeah, that's really surprising, especially for a really short track and as many cars as there are. I mean, that's interesting. That's good.
Yeah, I figured with 30 cars for sure it would be.
Tried in a normal lobby, an official race, and you've got 12 cars, had the field ranked up by lap 10.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm not sure about fast repairs. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure these guys get at least 1 fast repair. Looks like we got someone in the pits now already. Forgot who that was. That was one of the people that was lagging that had to drop back to the field. So it looks like he actually dropped out into the pits trying to fix his connection.
Yeah, I believe that was Jeremy Bone.
Okay. And here we go. The 27 of Ashton Crowder started looking a little bit high on the 02. Ashton looks like he may have a little bit faster car than that 02, especially right here in the center of the run. We'll try to go back and find that for that position.
Absolutely, and Jeffrey is actually coming into the pits.
Yeah, he is coming to pits.
What's going on?
Yeah, something's definitely up with Jeffrey Belt. Let's see if we can listen to some in-car radio and see if maybe he says something.
I haven't seen a 73 for quite a while.
Somebody talking about the 73. Looks like he may be having connection issues as well. So that kind of helped Ashton quite a bit with him just pulling off. That makes it not having to
He's
fight
off the
him.
track in the pit.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, I mean, definitely a good thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit easier on the tires. You're putting less pressure on yourself as well as the guy in front of you just to get around him. So,
I'm looking at Louis Robinette. He's starting to get. He just made a pass, or maybe that's something pressured him. Who is that? The 133 car I'm sorry, I have trouble with the long numbers. I don't like the long numbers. But that's Brian Peters. And the 30 car Blue Robinette is in the Captain America paint scheme, which usual paint scheme. Currently running, let's see where he's at right now. Started back in 10th, running 7th right now. He's trying to chase down the 25. Oh, caution's out.
And there is our first caution.
All right, let's find out who it is. And, see if we can get it for y'all. Oh, there we go. There's somebody down there on the bottom. I didn't see who it was. I think somebody just spun on the front stretch, it looks like. I don't think it was anything real big. But I can't remember who it was. So I don't think we'll be able to get that one anyway. But it looks like somebody just spun. It looks like the car that's behind the 133. 2 cars behind the 133. He is a lap down though. Now he's doing a lap down. Get it right here though. Alright, it's I thought it was Jeff Rogers. Robert Barber, I believe, was your caution. We'll see if we can figure out if that's what it was or not.
Yes, I believe that is who it was. There, just looking over that replay.
So it looks like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's either Robert Barber or the 8 car. I believe both of them got together. I don't know. But it was a caution. That's all we know. So that's going to bring our first caution of the night. That's a pretty good long run right there. I think the drivers kind of got a feel for how the track's going to react now. But we did have some big movers move up to the field. Zach Coyer moved up to 3rd. Of course, Garrett Conrad. We got the 43 coming up pit road. The 09 is actually pit road. These guys may go a lap down. And it looks like they're going to. Yeah, they will go a lap down. Pretty sure. Unless they're not beating out. But they will go a lap down.
Yeah, that's the one thing with these short tracks. You know, you really got to be careful with your pit strategy because you're going to go.
Especially with street stock.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're going to be going down one lap at least very quickly if you're not very careful. So
if you forget to turn off your gas, you're going to be sitting there for a while. So my question to you: a lot of rookies that race street stock and C class in general, but how long did it take you to get out of rookie class?
Well, I started back in, what was June, so I'm fairly new to the iRacing service myself, but have familiarized myself with later versions, basically, of this game, like NASCAR 2000 and 2003. But since starting in June, I believe it took me about a month. It was a little bit tricky at first, but once to figure out what exactly was going on, kept it pretty clean. I started moving around pretty quick. And we are back to green, yes.
15 is already looking to the inside of Ashton Crowder. This is a great shot from above the left. 15, Zach Coyer will take that spot away from 27. Crowder was looking to the front, but right there behind him. 3. He is starting to, actually that's the 5, I apologize. It's starting to make his way up. Nicky Formosa and the 29. Nicky Formosa started back at 7, so he's already in 5th place right now. There's that black and red number 5 car. That's a cool looking picture. I hope that picture's dropping, right? 29 also, I believe that's Preston Moore, is also having a good run tonight. In his DuPont Chevrolet. He's been up and down pretty much all season long. Not really had the greatest of runs when he has ran the races, but right now he's looking pretty good, currently up in 4th. He did start up in 5th place, so right now he's having a pretty good run. Hopefully he's able to stick it out for a decent finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now, Ashton Crowder trying to put pressure. This is probably your best battle. Oh, here we go. With the 42 putting a bumper a little bit to the 10.
That would be Steve Rosler
Okay,
in the 42.
Yeah, I got all these numbers that pop up on my the little overlay thing. It takes me forever to find them. So yeah, he's running right here in front of the 25 of Chuck Chambly, and then we got the 10 right here in front of Bill. Ooh,
Absolutely. Yeah, it's like a little bit of contact.
I heard it. It's pretty loud. I'm trying to find out who the 10 is. I know who it is. I can't remember nothing right now. Oh, there we go. Travis Wright. There's the 10 car. Alright, here's a pretty good battle right here in the center of the field with the 42, the 10, the 5, and the 30. And now we got a little bit of contact made with the 42 of Steve Rosner and the 10 of Travis Wright. And now the 25 of Chuck Chambly's going to look to the inside down into turn number 3 and 4. Still side by side.
Yeah, had a little bit of bump and run action going on there going into turn 3.
Yeah, and that 25 got a nice little paint scheme, and he's actually going to be able to make that pass, it looks like. And now he's going to look to the inside of the 10. Well, he's really looking to the inside of the 10.
Yes, he is. Well, if you look at it, he's probably one of our biggest members tonight, moving up from 16th, and he's now in 8th.
Wow.
Excuse me, 9th,
yeah, he's definitely one of our biggest members tonight. I'll see if I can get everything about this shit right here. Yeah, he's definitely moving up. He started, back in 16th on that restart?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, so he's moving up quite a bit. He just passed the 42. Now he's going to be looking at the 30 of Louis Robinette. And now we got a pass right here in front of him as the 10 of Travis Wright is trying to pass for a position. He will take that spot away as he passes the 5 car. And now the 30 of Louis Robinette's looking to the inside.
Absolutely, and a good bout going on for second as well between Ashton, Zach, and Preston.
Okay, we'll jump up here and take a look at that. Here we go. Zach Coyer is all on the bumper of Ashton Crowder. As Ashton actually did take second away from him a second ago.
Absolutely.
Zach Coyer right there though, and that 29 car again. 29 car, Preston Moore is slowly looking pretty good. He's starting to work his way up to the field. He's caught the back end of the 15. So he's starting to make a move here as well. He started back in 5th place I don't know where he started on the restart. I think he started in 4th place on the restart. The thing I've noticed the most so far, as the race is starting to go, I've noticed if you get pushed to the outside, if somebody bumps you up to the high side, you enter the turn wrong, get pushed to the high side. It's like Daytona in the draft and the caution comes out.
Oh, we got a lot of contact here.
Who is it? 40? Oh, there we go. My gosh. All right. We will find out. 42 was involved. I know that. We'll get a replay of that. Steve Rosner. Yeah, there was a big wreck right here. Looks like they was going out of turn number 4. Oh, the 42 gets into the wall, and he's going to go for a spin, and there comes everybody else. The 53 involved, the 82. Jack Palmore is involved. 81, the 1, the 77, the 43, the 8, and I think the 14 actually avoided it. Wow. We're going to hop on board here with the 42 car. And actually, you know what? Let's hop on board with the 14 car because I think he actually missed it. I think he slammed on his brakes. So Jesse. Actually, you know what? That might not have been a 14 car. Hop on board with the 1 if I can find him. There we go. Riding on board with the 1 car. Jim something. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's going to get a little bit of damage hard into that inside wall. He was actually working his way up too. He started back in 18th and actually moved his way up to 10th, and now he's coming up pit road. That was a big wreck, man.
Oh, absolutely.
That was
quite
really
a few
big.
cars.
Yeah, that was some good cars involved in it.
So again, you can see what happens with these short tracks and all of these cars, right? Everybody
Did the lead
gets piled up pretty quick.
I got to 29 in the lead.
That is correct.
Yeah, with Louis Robinette.
Showing the 29.
Yeah, Louis Robinette second. Wow. Okay, so we people are starting to pit for tires as we're already almost halfway. We're already on like 40, so we're not too far from halfway now. And you can see some of the race off pit road to 5 exits to 82 exits. And you can see your leaders coming around. Yeah, the 29 Impressive Bars will be your leader. That 23's got some damage. Let's see who else. There's Zach Coyer. He definitely had to stop for pits, I'm sure. Wow, so some changes up front as what caution is that, number 2? Caution number 2 has come out on lap 41. That's not too bad for street stocks on a short track.
Absolutely, some pretty clean racing still going on.
There was some really exciting racing during that whole run. There's pretty much racing all over the track from what I could see. Up front was getting closer, and I was really hoping it would stay green because I really wanted to see what would happen. But right in the middle of pack, man, they was racing the entire run with each other. So,
yeah, absolutely, some good racing going on all over the track here.
Pace lights are off on the Ford Mustang pace car. I really wish we could upgrade the pace car already and change the color or something, but I always complain about it. And the pace car is in. And we're back to green as the 30 actually took that little wide on the restart. Not sure why, but he's going to give way to the 25 of Chuck Chamley, who should take that spot with pretty much ease on that low side. That's where everybody's been going. And you can see, now you got to be careful. I see Conrath a little bit further back. It looks like he's about 7th or so, I believe. You can see him right there. He's in a lot of traffic right now. If you're a points leader, if you're fighting for a championship, and he's got a chance to lock it up, he's going to make it 3 wide. 3 wide with the 14 and 53. Oh, wow. That was awesome driving by all 3 of them. Fresh tires on that 9 car, so expect him to jump back up there as quick as he can. He's already up to 6th place as long as he stays out of trouble, and now he's going to get out of traffic. It looks like he's fighting with the 23, who's got quite a bit of damage, and it looks like he's going to be able to get to run off the corner and take that position away. Now we got 3 wide, it looks like, again.
Yeah,
yeah, that was close.
Yeah.
23's got quite a bit of damage.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got quite a bit. His whole front end's been in a little bit, and it's really affected him. He's going to be probably your biggest dropper right now.
Absolutely. You can definitely see how Garrett's fresher tires are definitely working to his advantage. He's making that high line work when he needs to, so those fresh tires are definitely giving him some help.
He just took away the 4th spot, and you know, there was a conversation going around that the tires might not be that big of an issue here, but it looks like you get tires, it will help, because I know at South Boston they didn't take tires. So it's definitely a difference. And a lot of that could be with the new build that came out.
Absolutely, yeah. Because as we see these tires fall off, we're going to see these cars start to get, you know, maybe a little bit looser. People start to get greedy, so.
If you're one of the guys that pitted, say somebody like Ashton Powder, Zach Coyer, the 9 car of Garrett Conrath, any slow cars are out there on these older tires, you eventually start getting frustrated, especially if they won't move out of your way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know you've got the speed and the ability to pass them, but if they're given a pretty good fight, it's going to be pretty hard to pass them, especially on short tracks like this.
Especially when it seems like the low line has been key. It kind of was, to be honest, it kind of reminds me, like we talked about South Boston, but it kind of reminds me of the old Bristol. You're going to start getting frustrated, and you may have to wind up using a bumper. And now we got Conrad slowly starting to track 25 down. That's just trying to make the pass.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to make a move to the inside there.
He may put the bumper to him. Oh, that's close. About as close as you can get without touching.
Yeah, he was pretty tight there.
Now he's getting a run to the inside.
And he's going to stick the nose in there, and it looks like he's going to take it away.
Yeah, he should be able to take it away, and he will. It looks like the 25 may actually let him have it without fighting him too much. And if he would have fought him right there, he probably would have lost way more spots to just one.
Absolutely.
All right, so we'll continue to keep an eye on Conrad. Right now he's about a second behind, but we're going to check back with the 15 of Zach Coyer, see how much he's progressed up to the field. He also stopped for tires. We'll check where he's at. See him right
He
there.
is. I believe he is running 7th right
Seventh
now,
place,
about 3
yeah.
seconds. I believe about 3 seconds behind Preston there.
Yeah, 2.866, so right at 3 seconds.
And we have another caution out.
Could have been an 81 involved.
No problem. I kind of shut the door on you there.
Actually, it might have been the 14 that was involved of Jesse Williams.
Jesse Williams.
And that, actually, you know what? Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, it was
Looks like
14.
Joe.
I don't know. Did you see anything?
Yeah, it looks like, I believe that is the 81. Got his nose underneath of Jesse Williams there and set him for a little bit of a ride.
Wow. Jesse Williams will come down pit road. And that's going to be big for him because, like I said, he is starting points. And we already talked about what fresh tires could do. The 25 is also on pit road. The 30 is on pit road. So we got a lot of cars on pit road. This could be a big race. The 25 is already exiting pit road. Actually, you know what? It just broke out on my screen. Or I just got there too late. That might be what it was. There he is. So Chuck Hamley out of Mid-South Racing Group currently running in the 7th
You
spot.
speed, Jeffro?
So,
Bro?
oh, hold on.
No, dropping to the end. Exit closed pit.
Oh, wow, the 02 exiting closed pits will have to drop to the end of the field. Jeffrey Belton started second. So we got the 9 back up front, the 27 and the 15. And we got the 75 and Jeffrey Faulkner, the 81. But it looks like Chuck Chambly is going to be starting where Conrad started with fresh tires. I don't think we'll see the 25 come up through the field as fast as the 9 did. Just because of they haven't been that many laps since the last caution. Is what, like 18 or like 16 laps since the last caution. So the 9's tires are a little bit more fresh compared to what the 25 had. However, not saying the 25 can't get there because he still could get there at, with ease, but with tires. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Absolutely, it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens here with the guys who pitted at the last caution. Just a few more laps on those tires. So it'll be interesting to see what a mid run will do on these tires.
It kind of seems like there's two different types of pit strategies going on. You got one half to field pit first and another half pit the next time. And you can start seeing the marbles. You can hear them actually in the broadcast. The marbles are starting to bounce off the car. So for a lot of rubber starting to lay down on the track, you can see the track starting to darken up a little bit as pace car drops off, and we are back to green as Garrett Conrad gets an early jump, slides up in front of the 27. 27 looking to the outside of the 15 of Zach Coyer. He's definitely not going to be able to make that one.
Absolutely, and we were 3 wide there going into turn 1 in the midfield.
Wow. All right, so the 15 now, Zach Coyer slowly starting to track in the 9 of Garrett Conrad for the lead. We continue to watch that battle. Better yet, we'll hop back here in a little bit and check on the 25 to see if he's making any kind of gains after he took the tires, and he is trying to pass the 81 right now. He started back in 7th place, I believe, already up to 5th place. The tires are making a difference as he's trying to pass the. Now the 81's in trouble. He's up on the high side, and they got a freight train, so he's going to get freight train probably to the back. Trying to make his way in. The 10's not going to let him in. As the 10 of Travis Wright will also pass him. Maybe a little contact there with the 23 and the 81. And it looks like it's going to work itself out.
And I wonder exactly what happened to Zach Coyer there. He's dropped back to 4th place.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I don't really know. Every time I mention him, I'm telling you. I mentioned him 2 weeks ago and he wrecks. Well, at least he didn't completely crash this time. So he's going to be the next victim. And Chuck Chandler tries to run down in that 4th or in that 5th position, or actually trying to take away the 4th position right now. Zach started way up in the 4th spot, so right now he's running where he started. Oh, the 75 gets loose going up the straightaway. That was awesome, by the way. I just seen the 27 car actually bounce off and get a little bit of a bottom out, and I actually see sparks fly off underneath his car. That was pretty cool.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's that clear now. I was looking underneath the 15 or 75 of Jeffrey Faulkner, and it looks like he should be able to get that position away, and he will at the exit of turn number 2. So we are over halfway now. Actually been over halfway for a few laps, and only, what is it, 3 cautions, I believe?
Yeah, 3 cautions.
Yeah.
Very good
laps.
racing.
Really good racing. 67 laps now. Actually on lap 67, so 66 laps are complete. Ashton Crowder trying to run down Garrett Conrath. That would be a big win for Ashton to come in here and grab that win away, especially from somebody like Conrath who has won 5 races. That would be absolutely humongous for him to be able to get something like that done. And it would give him a lot of momentum going into the last race. And contact 30 into the wall, and it looks like he just got a left front, and he's going to continue on, as that was quite a big hit right there. Louis Robinette. Don't look like it done a lot of damage though, so he's going to be falling back 1 spot behind the 53 as he continues on.
Yeah, still running fairly strong.
Yeah, looks like, oh, here we go. 29, 33 looking underneath the 14. And 33 looks like he's going to be able to make the pass and do a slide job and bring it along to 29 of Preston Boris. And he's going to make the pass on the 14. I actually see quite a few cars bottoming out. That's pretty crazy. Never actually seen it before. Actually, I take it back. I was in a race. I can't remember where, but it was a night race. And I was behind the car myself, and the sparks actually flew over my car when they bottomed out. That was pretty awesome. I was like, wow. Didn't know it did that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I kind of wish the 2007 version of Daytona on iRacing had a night race, because that would just be awesome to see.
Yeah,
the track is so rough. It would be just so cool to see those cars bottom out and see all those sparks fly.
You know, I was sitting there watching the 33, and I think he may have made a little contact. I don't think it was the 29 of Preston at him. I think the 42 may have got into him and actually turned him sideways on the exit of 4 last time, but it looks like he's going to just lose that 1 spot right now. I'm watching Ashton Crowder. The gap has slowly started closing back up. It's about 5 tenths, 6 tenths right now. So we're continuing to watch out. You can see the distance on the leaderboard up in your top left on the top screen. That is the distance between each car nearest to you on 4th position. So you see Ashton Crowder is currently 5.34 back, and he is closing the gap on Conrad as the run goes on. Question for you, and now it's actually closing in. Now you're starting to see the cars get a little bit different. It looks like Ashton's car may have a little bit better car on the long run. How much do you think the tires are really falling off on these cars? It looks to me like they're falling off fairly quick.
Yeah, absolutely. As that bottom groove starts to wear in, you're going to see more tire fall off. As that tire starts to try and grab more of it, it's actually going to make the tire fall off faster.
And I think you actually mentioned that in the little pre-race thing that we did. The tire wear could wind up going down if the runs went on, and as the rubber started getting, you can see the rubber. There is 2 lanes on the track that I'm starting to see, but it's not really much of a second lane. It's more of just 1 lane, but the lane on the outside that you see is not very wide, so it's pretty much a 1-lane track, 1.5 lanes. So I'm wondering if maybe that's what is beating these tires up, because you can see Ashton Crowder now lose a little bit of ground on Conrad, but I'm starting to wonder if the rubber is really starting to affect these cars.
Yeah, the track tempo will be starting to raise as the tire falls off. You know, we're going to see some slower lap times, and maybe some guys start to move up to that second groove, maybe as the race wears on.
Watching Ashton Crowder right now, he's 5.3 behind the leader. We'll check his lap time as he crossed start finish line. Last lap was a 19.109, so that is a little bit slower than his fast lap of 18.723. So the tire's definitely wearing off. You can definitely see it. So now, if these guys go in and get fresh tires, do you think you'll see faster laps than what we see with the green racetrack? Since there's more rubber on the track now, if they come out with fresh tires?
There might be. I know the track will react a little bit tighter, so they'll have to take their corners a little bit slower to get the car to roll through the center a little bit better. So, you know, we may see the same lap times, but I actually guess that we're going to see a little bit slower lap times. And I'll see I'm hoping to see some of the guys try that second lane to see if we can get that working and get some quicker lap times back in.
As the 10 now, Jeff Rogers is trying to attack the 10. Jeff Rogers in at 92, and Travis right in at 10. The 92's looking on his inside. Should be able to take that spot away as a 10.
Yes, he did make that pass.
Yeah, he definitely took it away. And that's what we was talking about, the lower line. You can see that's the preferred line. You know, excuse me, watching the 25 right now, he hasn't really been able to make a huge gain up through the field since he took the fresh tires like we've seen Conrad do. I'm not sure, maybe if that's just he'll have a little bit of trouble with the rubber is getting laid down on the track or what it is, but we haven't seen him make a big move up through there. The biggest mover right now, honestly, looks like the 15 car, Zach Collier. He is back in third place.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, actually, no, you know what? I think he started second, right?
Oh, yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
I can't remember if he started second or third. Riding on board with the 25. Let's see if we can actually look at it back. There's a camera I got. See if we can see the rubber. You can see the 92 is all on the back of the 25 right now. You can actually see the rubber flying off the tires and actually hit the 92. That's a pretty cool looking shot. As we got 40 laps to go. Yeah, 40 laps to go right now. So this race is really starting to wind down. There won't be no green flag this time, though, correct? I wouldn't think so. Alright, so now we got the 92. It looks like he is looking underneath the lap car of the one. And Travis right now trying to pass him. And the 29 of Preston Moore is trying to pass him as well. Right now, pretty much everything's single file for the most part that I can see right now. Just a little bit of lap traffic starting to play a part here. That could be what affects Conrath. We'll just have to wait and see. But Conrath right now is racing. Oh, the 10 gets a little sideways right there racing. Here comes the 29 looking underneath the 10 of Travis right. The 10 of Preston Flores trying to make a move. And it looks like he's going to be able to take that spot away going down the backstretch into turn number 3. And there he has it. Somebody can go off. So we got a little bit of close racing going on. The 75 starting to track down. That's definitely a race we'll go up and check on. 75 has tracked down the 15 of Zach Collier, who all of the back bumper of Collier. 75 being Jeffrey Faulkner. We'll see if we can get a better view of that race as it goes on. Or that battle.
And he might get that.
Yeah, 15 looks like he's actually sliding up a lot more on the exit. Like in the center. Right there, he slides up quite a bit. He's still battling him. As they keep battling, this is helping the 25 close the gap up a little bit on the 75. And Chuck Chandler's trying to run these two guys down. Jeffrey Faulkner with a pretty good run here tonight so far.
We got
a caution. The car was in the wall. I didn't see who it was. Trying to find it. I've seen who it was, but I can't find it now. Let's see if. Nope, I didn't yet. Not sure who that was. Trying to find it. We'll check one more time. Right here. See if we can find the caution. Having trouble finding these single car spins, man. Don't see it just yet. I have no idea who it was. Oh, I actually thought, okay, we did, the 9 may be in trouble now. He actually stayed out when everybody else pitted, I believe.
Yeah, and that car spin out was 19 of Danny Lawson.
Okay, so we'll get that real fast. We'll show the replay of it. Thank you for letting me know who it was. So I go back and
yeah, and he was 5 laps down at the time of that spin.
yeah,
so.
I think he was involved in that first wreck that they had as well. You can see him coming off turn 4, slides it coming off turn 4 and head on into the inside wall. So yeah, definitely not the kind of night he wanted. Started back in 20th place, and that's probably going to put an end to his night. I would probably guess anyway. He's still sitting on pit road, so he may have a faster pair. Actually, I'm not real sure. But. So it looks like the 9 stayed out, the 33 stayed out with a little bit of damage, the 30 stayed out with Louis Robinette, 53. So we had at least 3 of the top 5 pit, or I'm sorry, at least 4 of the top 5 pit. You think that hurts Conrath? Chuck Chamley's right there. Looks like he's in 6th place. Who stayed out? It looks like. Well, no, he didn't stay out. So, do you think that it kind of hurts Conrath, being we've seen what the new tires do?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I would personally like to see him move up maybe a lane, maybe half a lane, just to give those older tires a bit of a break, because that bottom lane is really starting to heat up with that rubber being laid down.
We can actually, you can hear the rubber just flying off these tires, and that's one thing we haven't really spoken a lot about. Wheel spin. We have seen it. It don't happen a whole lot in street stock. However, this season we have seen it happen, so there is a chance that it could happen, especially now with that much rubber starting to lay on the track. I mean, you can see the rubber in the turns. It's really built up. So pace lights are off, and keep your eye on that 25 car starting back on the high side in row number 3.
I really think we're going to see a big move from him.
Yeah, I do too. So we are green as Conrad jumps out to a pretty good, solid run right there. About 2 car lengths, maybe 3. Actually, make it a little bit more. Over to 30 and 33. And the 30 clears to 33. 33 of Barber has quite a bit of damage. And he's actually going to be forced to the high side. As the 5's trying to make a pass underneath Robert Barber. And the 29 of Presto Flores. 5 of Nicky Formosa. I don't know if he made it again or not. 33 gets pushed into the wall. It looks like 3 wide further back in the field. Chuck Chamley into the wall.
Oh, we got a car in the wall.
25. Wow. He slammed the wall. Now, he hasn't used his fast repair. That's one good thing, but we'll definitely get a replay of that. Did he have help? 81 on his bumper. No, he did not have no help. It looks like he just lost it. That's 2 times we've seen somebody lose it there. As the 42 goes around as well, right behind him. I'm not sure what happened to the 42. That's kind of strange. As he went around with Stephen Rollins. Lost it in the same place, so 2 cars been identical to each other. So something's definitely happened on the exit of turn 4. And as that's, what now, 3 or 4 wrecks we've seen off turn 4, I believe. Yeah. Looking at Garrett Conrath right now, he's led 85 laps out of the schedule, 125 laps here he ran. So he's definitely, with only 23 laps remaining right now, and he may be where he wants to be.
Coming through, please.
Oh, absolutely. And with all those stronger cars sitting halfway in the pack, I think he's gonna have a pretty easy rest of the night here.
Yeah, the 27. Hold on, we got some communication over the radio. Somebody's not happy. Let's listen in. Oh, he's not listening.
How bad's the damage? That's a 4X.
So there is somebody sitting right there in the 4th spot that could give a run for the money. Ashton Crowder. and Zach Collier a little bit further back may have the freshest tires out of everybody up there. So we'll see what happens. But the bad thing with Ashton Crowder starting where he's at, he's going to be starting on the high side. So that's definitely not where he wants to be starting. But we'll see if he's able to get down. And it looks like Zach Collier is going to be starting. I'm not sure what position he's starting in. We'll see if we can find out as soon as it ticks back by. Looks like he's going to be starting in 7th place. So he'll be starting on the inside at least. So yeah, that 25 getting taken out like that was pretty big. Because he actually had a really fast car.
Absolutely, it's kind of interesting to see that. But,
yeah, he will.
Again, with those fresh tires. No, it's okay with those fresh tires. You know, maybe that heat building up might not have been playing too well with them. So
you're right.
You know, that could definitely be a cause for it.
So really, the 9 may have the advantage here, staying out in the longer tires. He could, anyway. I mean, there's a chance. I mean, just because he's got a little bit more heat in on compared to everybody else. And I mean, if you ever road race before, everybody knows that when you pull out in a road race, especially in a fast car, you know, you got to really get your tires really warm, because if not, you'll spin straight around practice circles.
Absolutely, you see that with open cars as well.
Yeah.
You know, on 113-degree track temp with cold tires, you're gonna get sideways real quick.
Oh, here we go.
A little bit of tire spin off that.
I've noticed that. Yeah, the 9 getting a little, and he's actually going to be under attack here. We got a pile up right here, 3 wide further back in the field. Everybody's beating the thing. And we got one car going around. I'm not sure who that was. There's a red car a little bit further back. I'll see if I can find who it was.
And that will bring out the caution.
Yeah, definitely a caution came out. Looks like the 09 of Randy Roberts got involved. And I don't think he got into the wall. No, but he got in the back. Yeah, he got in the back of the 77 hard. And
yeah, it looks like everybody, that outside line, 92, he didn't go, and everybody started piling into the back.
Wow. So it really started up front, kind of like a accordion effect.
Yeah.
Wow. We've seen that happen quite a bit, and especially in NASCAR races, that's usually when the wrecks happen on restarts. It just leads into an accordion effect. People can't check up quick enough or something like that.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm not sure who started on the outside line of that first lane there, but I don't know if he took tires or not. So that might have been affecting it as well.
You know, I don't think he did either. I was wondering that too. We've seen the 9 get a little bit of wheel spin as well, and that could play a factor as the race comes. We don't know how many more cautions we're going to have. We see them going on a long green flag run. Now we're starting to see the cautions come into play. So it could be short flag. It could just be short runs, which could help Garrett. If it goes green, it could play more favor for like the 27, the 5, or the 15. But as the laps keep ticking down, Garrett, he's just up there. He's liking what he's seeing. I mean, even with a decent finish, he's still got a chance to definitely lock up the chase or the championship. We'll have to wait and see, but you know, I'm pretty sure I know if he wins, he'll lock it up. I'm pretty sure anyway. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
I think he's just looking for some long green flag runs, just to get some distance between him and second place, and he's just going to run away with it.
Yeah, if he could get his restarts that he's been getting, he didn't have the greatest restart this time, but if he could get his kind of restart what he's been getting pretty much all race, I don't know if anybody's going to be able to catch him. Especially, we're going green with 13 laps to go, I think. So that's a little bit tough to overcome with 13 laps to go, especially here at 5 Flags where it's so short. You know, you're running 17 or 18-second laps or something. 18-second laps. That's pretty tough. You know, it's only 13 laps.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? We're actually going to go a little bit more than that. It's going to be like 12 laps to go because the pace lights are still on the pace car. Let's listen in the radio, see if we can hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't get hit hard at all. It's just got a push in the back, and iRacing can sometimes give you some pretty heavy damage for no apparent reason. So, just wondering. Thank you, guys.
Says I need to look at 1 car by.
And I think we're coming to 1 degree. And the pace lights are off on the Ford Mustang pace car. Remember, guys, we will interview our top
Jeff,
three.
you got the
and,
shifting thing down now?
Travis
I think I know what happened when I go when I hit Ashford
So
in the
you're
rear.
right. The 75 is the had a big checkup earlier, and I think that might have been what caused that caution. Now he's on the inside, but I think he may have been on that high side election, so I'm not sure though. Pace car is in, and Garrett Conrad's going to go early, and he's going to jump out to a pretty big jump. About 4 car lengths now over the 30 car as the 30 slides up there quite a bit. You know, the 29 is going to clear the 30 off of corner number 2 to Preston.
And don't count that 27-0 yet.
Yeah,
27 is making
looking.
a big move on that high
He
side
does
too.
have fresh tires, so we'll see if he's able to do anything with it. As right now he's still fighting on the high side. Conrad is basically hoping that nothing happens right now. You see Ashton Crowder trying to make a run on the high side. He's been able to stay up there. If he could get to the low side, he may be able to make a pass, but the 5 now looking underneath the 27. We talked about it. If you're on that high side, it's hard to really start going, oh, we're going to have a battle for the lead.
Absolutely, that 29 of Preston Ford is all over the back bumper of that number 9 car.
Preston
Oh, and
Ford,
he might get it on the inside here.
he is looking to his inside, down into turn number 1. Still side by side. Yep, and he, whoa, not just yet. I think
Yeah,
he got
don't
it
count that
time.
high line out yet.
Did you get him that time?
Yes, sir.
We got 3 wide a little bit further back behind them. So right now, Preston Boras in that number 29 car. Wow. Jumping up and taking the lead from Garrett Conrad. That could be a huge win for that number 29 car. The 27 of Ashton Crowder did clear the 30 car. So now he's in 3rd place and he's got fresh tires. The question is going to be, can he get there on time and make a pass? He is catching Conrad. He's about 5/10 back of Conrad right now as we go down into turn number 3 and 4. 6 laps to go at the line. Remember, if a caution comes out with about 5 to go, the race will be over. And a car goes around. The 30 of Louis Robinette spins into the wall. That may
And the
do
caution
it.
flag will fly.
That's
I
going to be
believe
close.
that will do it.
That's good. Yeah, that's going to be close. We may get lucky and have 1 lap, but I think that may do it. Yeah, let's listen in.
You can pick Garrett and you'll get some tires.
The 30 of Louis Robinette. Looks like he actually, Zach Collier was involved as well.
On by the 5, Steve.
The 75, let's see, the 75 helped him. He looked to his inside, and a 75 did hit him and turn him into the corner. 81 also involved, 5 involved. 33 and a bigger wreck happened right after that. 15 goes around a little hard hit for that 15.
1.
That's a big wreck. There's probably about 10 cars involved in that altogether.
Well, is it good?
Yeah, I believe it was just, getting down to these final 5-6 laps, just people battling for position, trying to get everything they can.
Yeah.
Just kind of pressed a little bit too hard, and we ended up with a caution.
Oh, let's get 2 green here.
I
Brock's
think
heading back here.
if they don't get 2 to green right here, then the race
I'm
will be
racing my
over.
butt off to get the lucky dog. How did Randy get it?
And it looks like we may have one green flag lap left.
Nope, that's it. They just called it.
Those
They have called it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 29 of Preston Boras will win this race, and I'm going to look here at the points. That still may wind up locking up the championship for the 9 of Garrett Conrad, but we'll have to get clarification on it. But Preston Boras has made 2 starts. He does have 1 pole, but he is way back in the points. And I mean, when I say way back, he's like 30th or something. Let's see if I can find that. 42nd points. 1 pole, I don't think and he does have a win. Wow, I didn't know he actually had a win. So he does have 2 wins now this season. So that will be our first multi-time winner besides Garrett Conrad. So good for him.
Absolutely, a great win, well deserved.
Good for Ashton.
He raced, yes.
This is gonna bid for you.
We'll get our final thoughts, and then we'll get to interview and stuff. Jesse, once I get to interview, I'll mute you on this team speak so I can go to their team speak. I'll be right back in here as soon as the interview's over. Just to let you know.
Yeah, 10-4.
And white flag is out as we got people still pitting. Not sure entirely why, but nothing to lose, I guess.
Guys, good race. I'm going to go ahead and back out of here and get the top 3 moved over to the Team Speak Media channel. Again, congratulations, guys. Great race.
Thank you for letting me in the league, man. Means a lot.
Come on, Zach. I'm trying to get some cold beer, man.
I'm listening to some radio. They're pretty funny.
Yeah, I need some after that.
So there you have it, man. Winner Preston Borez. As the fireworks should be going off. I don't see them
Man,
yet.
top 3 all racing got strained on the outside. Just my luck.
Zach Collier had a tough run, man. He
Good
was
race,
running
guys.
so
Have fun.
good.
And my crap luck continues in this race.
Yeah, sometimes that's what happens when you gamble and try and take fresh tires. You get caught back in the middle of the pack, and you never know what's going to happen back there. So
We talked
it
about it.
is a
though.
bit of a gamble.
We talked about that. It kind of seems like the fresh tires really didn't play off like I thought they would, you know. Maybe, I don't know. Now the fireworks go off.
And the 29 of Preston Board is just bearing them down.
As the 9 of Garrett Conrad is spinning his tires as well. I believe he knows what he's doing. So we'll definitely get an interview with the 29, the 9, and Ashton Crowder in the 27. So as soon as they come in. So Jesse, I will be right back, and we'll get your final thoughts on the race and everything else.
10-4.
All right, so we'll bring in Ashton Crowder. Man, this is kind of a strange thing for me to be interviewing you in this, but congratulations. Your first race ever in the league, and you're able to bring it home into 3rd position. That was pretty impressive. How do you think you would have been able to get up there and catch the 29 and pass the 9 if we would have stayed green?
Yeah, I definitely think we could have, but just how the cards fall, caution came out. But got put on the high side on one of the restarts, got hit in the rear, and that kind of screwed us up. But
It was.
3.
So let me ask you, the other guy I was broadcasting, Jesse, was talking about, he's not in this channel with me, but he was talking about the fresh tires, and I know Conrad stayed out on fresh tires. I'm pretty sure the 29 did, but we've seen a lot of people getting loose off the corner with fresh tires. When you took your tires, did you have a problem with the car being loose? I mean, you can see now how much rubber is on the track. Do you think that's because of the rubber people was getting loose, or was it something else?
No, my car wasn't getting loose at all. I was just all race long I was trying to save tires, so maybe the looseness for them was just pushing it too hard, but yeah, I didn't have a problem whatsoever.
Well, it was still interesting, you know, for your first race in here, and you're able to actually race with Conrad, who's won 5 races, and you're able to get in here and finish 3rd. And probably had a chance at 2nd, but you was up there a couple times. But good job, man. Anybody want to say thank you to?
I want to say thanks to Josh Berry, Real Picks, JDRF, RussellCray.com, Race with Insulin, and my mom. Hi, Mom.
You go. There you go, man. All right, we'll hop over and interview the 9 of Garrett Conrad, and I don't want to make it official yet, but hey, Garrett, you got a copy?
I got you.
I don't want to sit there and be like, hey, congratulations on the championship, because I don't know for sure if you got it. Locked up, which, you know, you can say whatever you want to say about that, but you was able to bring it home 2nd tonight, and we'll get another thought here in a second about the championship. But you was able to bring it home 2nd tonight after leading 99 laps, which is pretty impressive again. What was your biggest problem? Do you think it was the tires that, you know, kept you from winning the race? Because we know that you definitely had the fastest car, it looked like anyway, with leading 99 laps. Do you think it was just a tire fall off?
Yeah, at the end there, I just definitely needed some tires. I was good on the long run there, and I was hoping it was going to stay green, but just made the wrong pit call there.
With the new build and stuff that iRacing, you know, just introduced whenever, a couple weeks ago, this week, whatever it was, Have you noticed a big difference in the way the cars drive and handle compared to what they did in the past? Because, I mean, I'm looking at the track right now, and I see a lot more rubber in the turns compared to what I did.
From what I could tell, I didn't see much of a difference, but yeah, I could definitely see a more rubber built up, but I'm not too sure if the
All right, so
car handled differently.
I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you got the championship locked up. Maybe Chuck can comment on it or something like that, but it looks to me like you're going to have it locked up. So, Chuck, are you there?
Stand by just a minute. I'm checking on the points right now.
Okay, so Garrett, just stand by. I want to interview Preston real fast, and we'll get back with you in here in just a second.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Preston, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, you picked up your second win of the season tonight. Actually, you're the first multi-winner besides Conrath able to do it. My question is, did you pit before he did, or like after that final couple cautions? Did you pit and to take tires, or did you stay out as well like he did? Because I couldn't remember if you pitted or not.
Yeah, I ended up taking 4 tires, that caution after they came down, and then just going to the back like I did, and then having just to fight through traffic wasn't very fun, and then we had that caution again. Everybody decided to come back down, and I just took right sides, and Garrett stayed out. So
I mean, I seen when you got to him, it was pretty much like, you kind of left him sitting. No offense, Garrett, but especially when he got pushed to the outside. I know the inside was definitely the groove to work. Did you notice a big difference with the track, rubber build-up and stuff like that as far as the car's handle? I asked Garrett the same question, but could you tell a big difference?
I couldn't tell a whole lot. I mean, if you really were determined on that outside, I think you possibly could have gotten it done with a slower car. But I don't think there was just enough cars to rubber out the outside tonight.
Yeah, it looks like there's only about, I'm looking at the rubber build-up on the track right now. It looks like the bottom is definitely rubber. The outside is a little bit there, but not half as much as the inside. But congratulations, dude. That was an awesome run by you. 26 laps led and started 5th and able to pick up the win. Is there anybody you want to say thank you to?
Yeah, I just want to thank all the guys that helped me along here. All the guys from All Out, my teammates, so everybody. Can't thank them enough.
All right, man. Congratulations on your win once again. And we're going to hop back over and talk to Conrath and Chuck to see if Conrath was able to lock up the championship. So good run, good win, and good run.
Thank you guys for an awesome broadcast tonight.
No problem, man. All right, Garrett, you there?
I'm here.
All right, we will see. We'll wait just a second and see if Chuck comes back in and let us know for sure if you did it or not. We'll wait and see for just 1 second.
Adam, I believe we can say unofficially that Garrett is our Q3 Center Force TV Street Stocks Series champion. He's carrying a 49-point lead going right now, going into the last race of the season next week. And I'll tell you, the top 7 cars have all completed every event, so I don't think you're going to see the dropped race even come into effect here. So
wow.
I believe unofficially we can, I definitely unofficially declare Garrett the champion.
Wow.
But we'll wait. We'll just go ahead and wait till next week and call it.
All right, man. Well, Garrett, congratulations. I ain't going to go celebration yet because we want to make sure it's official, because I don't want to jinx anything, for you or anything. So next week, to me, it looks like all you got to do is have a somewhat decent run to officially lock it up. So next week, are you going to go out there and race for the win at Richmond, or are you going to go out there and just points race?
Next week I think we'll just have a little fun. Probably start at the back, try to work my way forward, then still go for the win, of course, like always.
All right, man. Well, we'll be talking to you next week. I'm not, like I said, I don't want to jinx anything, so we'll be talking to you next week to see if you're able to lock up the championship for sure. And we'll talk to you then, man.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
No problem. Chuck, what happened to you?
I did that to myself. It was just a case where I overreacted to something that happened up ahead of me, and by the time I got my attention back down on my steering wheel, I was sideways. So there wasn't no point in finishing after that. Me
and the other guy that was broadcasting, Jesse, he was talking with, and we picked you and Ashton to give the biggest runs towards the end. It's because of fresh tires. I didn't know Preston took 2 tires, but I was expecting a bigger move up from you, but it was kind of weird because I seen like 4 cars get loose off of 4. Was there a reason for people just getting loose off 4 or over driving or something?
Yeah, it's just a typical late race restart. You know, we were in good position to move up a couple of spots just from being on the inside line. I felt like had that little incident not happened, we probably could have ended up with a top 3, maybe even a top 2 finish. But you know, it just wasn't to be.
That's true, man. That happens. That's racing. I guess that's what makes it racing. So, all right, man. We'll be talking to you next week. We're going to wrap up our broadcast. I'll hop over and go through the results and stuff like that. So, once again, Chuck, thanks for a good show y'all put on. You always know that. And it's going to be fun watching next week.
Thank you, guys. Good job.
All right, we're back here now with Jesse. Let me go through the results real fast. Preston Borres will be your race winner. Garrett Conrath will finish second. Ashton Crowder, Jeff Rogers, Jeffrey Faulkner will finish into 5th place. That's a good run for him and Jeff Rogers. Joey Lamb, after having a pretty disappointing start, will finish 6th. That's a good run for him. Jonathan Smith, Mike Payton, Nicky Formosa, Zach Collier, who I know is disappointed, had a top 5 car, will finish 10th. Robert Barber, 11th. And you can take a look at your rest of your field. Jackie Palmore back there in 19th after that big first wreck that he was in. Chuck Chambly, who was running really good, will finish 21st in that number 25 car. So, Jesse, final thoughts on the race, man?
You know, it was, honestly, I thought we were going to have a few more cautions than what we did, but, you know, they kept it clean for the most part, and with only, 4 cautions?
It was actually 8 cautions.
8 cautions?
It don't feel like
wow.
8, does it? It really
No,
don't.
absolutely not.
It was only for 36 laps, so over 100, well, right at 100, a little bit less, like 90 laps was green, so that's pretty impressive.
That is pretty good, yes.
My thoughts on the race, and I know you didn't get to hear the interviews because you was in this team speak, but Zach Collier did not officially lock it up, but he don't want to claim it just yet, but it looks like he did lock up the championship for the most part, they said. But my thoughts on the race, man, like you said, it was fun to watch. I mean, there was pretty much racing all over the place, from the middle to the back to the front. And it's really interesting with an iRacing build to see how much rubber really gets put down on the tracks now. So, good job on iRacing. That build's pretty awesome. So, thanks for watching. And I'm Adam Chapman. Jesse, go ahead and introduce yourself because you're not used to how we leave. I forgot to tell you.
Well, I'm Jesse, and thanks for watching Star Force TV.
Thanks, guys.